Randall Hughes with GodGlorified.com, and we're commenting on our reading today from Numbers chapters 3, parts of 4, parts of 8, and we're in some of the highly interesting stuff. It can get more interesting before we're done, but at any rate, the tribe of Levite and their instructions prior to leaving the wilderness of Sinai. And this is somewhere between, depending on the dating system, of 1462 to 1461 when these events were taking place. And these instructions given to the various children of the Levites and God choosing them, and how he chose them collectively to represent the whole of Israel and all the firstborn that were kind of weighed in the balance against the children of the Egyptians when God slew the firstborn. And so this was some of that tying into that and bringing in the Levites. And so the various families then and their responsibilities were given, and the various numberings of them, and then the offering to redeem the firstborn that was given above those that the Levites did not have enough to one head-to-head count to offset, and so they brought an offering for those numbers that were above and beyond. And then they went through the cleansing process for the Levites, and their washing and cleansing, shaving, and their garments and such. 25 years old and upwards to service the tabernacle. This was the service of the tabernacle. This was not the office of the priest. I believe the office of the priest, they needed to be 30, and we'll touch on that soon. But these in the service, in terms of handling and moving the vessels of the tabernacle and setting it up and taking it down, we're only going to do that from age 25 to 50, so 25 years, and then they could retire. If only we all were so lucky. But anyway, and then the office of Eleazar, and how that broke out with the various services of the Kohathites and the Gershonites. We read down to I guess we did not get to the Gershonites. Those are coming up next. And so some pretty mundane reading, but this is how it all gets done. How the work was done. God gave the instruction to Moses. He gave multiple details, nothing left to chance. Instruction of the assignments of who was to do what, and who was allowed to see what, who was allowed to touch what. And if the Kohathites came in and touched something and saw something before they were supposed to, they would die. And so very critical for the Levites to have prepared it and to have covered it, Aaron and his sons, to alleviate that burden for them. And so there's multiple times we just read in today's reading, that they die not, or that they. So God was very serious about this. Who was allowed to do what, and so that's why it's a type and shadow, I believe, for us in the New Testament, that we need to be holy, we need to be consecrated, we need to be set apart, and because we are working in the holy things, we have His Spirit living inside of us. And so consequently, we are the kingdom of priests on the earth. And one day we will serve with Him, ruling and reigning with Him in the millennial and then in eternity. And so some great hope that we have for our future. Someday we will see the heavenly tabernacle, temple, if you please. And I'm looking forward to that day when we see our great high priest. And that will be Jesus Christ. We're looking forward. I believe He's coming soon, and I want you to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to do everything I can to be ready and to help others. So God bless you. Pray you have a great day. In Jesus' name, happy Valentine's.